Before we show you the system, I want to make sure that you understand what you're actually looking at, because it's genuinely different than anything else you've probably tried.
Now, I know you've heard of ChatGPT, I know you've used it, and you've probably gotten some decent results. But if you're like me, sometimes you'll get frustrated and close the tab and move on.
And here's the core problem with most AI tools. They're generalists with no comprehensive memory. Every time you open a new chat, the AI has no idea who you are, what your business does, what you've already tried, or how you like to work. You have to re-explain everything every single time, wasting time.
I sometimes will describe it like hiring a brilliant assistant and firing them at the end of every meeting. Basically, they're capable, but they never get to actually know you.
Exactly, and at scale, that's a real problem. So what does My Business Genie do differently?
Well, My Business Genie is Claude, Anthropic's AI model, which consistently ranks as one of the most capable and trusted AI systems available. But we've pre-configured it and preloaded specifically for business owners.
And that matters. There's a meaningful difference between a raw AI model and a system that's been structured around how a business actually runs. Mary, why don't we take them and show them the brain?
Yes, I love it. Okay, this is your Claude brain. When you run the business automation blueprint or the brain dump skill for the very first time, the system starts building a memory of you, your business and your goals, your working style, the things that you're dealing with right now. And that context lives here, and Claude reads it before every single conversation.
And from a technical standpoint, what that means is that every response you get is informed by everything you've previously shared. The system isn't starting from zero. It's starting from your context. Over time, it gets to know you the way a real business partner would.
And then there are skills. There's over 50 of them. Each one is a purpose-built workflow, a set of instructions that tells Claude exactly how to help you with a very specific task.
Think of them as specialized consultants that are always available. You need a deal analysis, an email follow-up, or market research, perhaps even weekly financial snapshots. There's a skill built specifically for that, but not just a general Ask Claude Anything prompt, but a structured process that gives reliable results every time.
Want to draft a professional email? There's a skill for that. Do you need to analyze a real estate deal? There's a skill. Complete market research report, maybe make an invoice, meeting action items, or a financial snapshot. Maybe you need a deal marketing flyer, social media calendar. Skill, 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 skill.
And here's what I want people to understand about why this truly matters. When you run a skill, Claude doesn't freestyle. It follows a structured, proven process. That consistency is what makes the output reliable, and reliability is what makes a system you can actually build a business on.
Well, Owen, what's the one thing that you see most often when teams try to use raw AI tools without that kind of structure?
Yeah, it's inconsistency. You get great output one day and maybe a mediocre output the next day because nobody documented the process. Skills solve that. The process is totally baked in.
Okay, and these skills, they stack, right? That's the part that really changes how this feels week after week. So, like the morning briefing, it knows about your goals, your follow-up tracker knows who you need to call, and your email drafter, it knows your voice and your client because you're all connected through the brain.
Yeah, this is not a simple chatbot. It's an operating system for your business.
So, two products, one system. Genie Pro is the software version. You install it on your own machine, and we help you get it set up. And Genie Elite is the done-for-you option where we configure a Mac Mini and we ship it to you, preloaded, ready to turn on.
And either way, the community, the training, the live calls, and the growing skill library are all the same.
Welcome to your AI Copilot. Let's get into it.